Happy Friday, friends. Or happy day. Happy day. Let's say happy day. Okay, I'm curious about 75 hard. So, I've attempted 75 but 75 hard a million times over, and failed every single time. I mean, I got pretty far once. I got like 35 days in. And then another time I got like maybe 20 days in. Other than that, it was like 1 or 2 days. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Now, when I was on it, it was wonderful because I was reading my book, I was drinking my water, and walking, and all the things. Like, it was amazing. It was wonderful. But then it wasn't wonderful when I failed. Like, it felt like I was just like binging everything that I wasn't able to eat the minute I stopped doing the program. And then I've also had other times in my life where I just internally decided I was going to eat chicken salads for like 7 months until I lost the weight that I wanted to lose, and that I was going to run 2 miles a day until I was confident or happy with the way that I looked. Or I was going to hit the gym and be consistent in my high intensity interval workouts or my strength training. Like, there were certain times where I just made an internal decision, and every single day I showed up and did that without making myself feel sad that I didn't do it if I did miss a day. And so 75 hard has not been wonderful for me. And I also joined a couple of communities that were like supportive of each other doing 75 hard. And when I read the thoughts and feelings of the people that failed, they have such a sad experience, like a psychologically damaging experience about their ability to make changes in their life. And I don't know if that's like the best way to make change in your life. Like, I think in theory 75 hard is wonderful because it is made up of like rules that will help you. No alcohol, reading, working out twice a day, like just kind of getting out of all of this emotional BS that we tend to make excuses with. But also, there are times when you kind of like you want to have a sustainable way to change your life. You want to be able to do this for the next 50 years, not for the next 70 days. And of course, there's a time to focus and there's a time not to focus. But for the regular human on earth who is just trying to do better the next day, like day after day, just trying to be 1% better, 1% better, I don't know if 75 hard is the healthiest way to do it. And I understand it works for a lot of people, and I understand it doesn't work for a lot of people. But I think that there's more damage to be done if you don't complete it. And I think everyone experiences making goals in their life and not accomplishing them. But what's most important is what you do after that, not the fact that you failed. So when it comes to like wanting to be healthier, wanting to make changes in your life, want to be mentally strong, I think that comes from resilience. That comes from doing what you need to do when you don't want to do it, but then also who's perfect. And so when you make a mistake, just do better the next time. You know what I mean? Why do you have to restart this whole thing? Pick up where you left off. I think that's a healthier frame of reference than start all over. Like if you're on day 67, oh my gosh. If I was on day 67 and I didn't get to pass 75 hard, I would feel such a failure. I would feel like such a failure because I made it 67 days and then you telling me I couldn't make it the next 8, and so I fail completely and I have to start from day 1. Flip that. You know what I mean? I've been working my butt off 2 days, working out 2 times a day, reading these books. Oh my gosh, I would feel such like misery. And so I think there's just a lot more psychological harm that comes from thinking about like it's either this or nothing, because there's nothing like that in life. I mean, even entrepreneurs, business owners, traders, like anyone who owns their own enterprise understands that you can't just stop and you can't just start from ground zero every single time you fail. There's something that you've had to learn from your previous experience that could be brought into the next iteration of the thing that you're doing. So like you don't have to completely forego all of the things that you just did. So yeah, anyway, I think that there's more damage that can be done with the 75 hard program. And I think a healthier way of trying to make change in your life is something like something of the school of thought of Atomic Habits, where you just want to do 1% better every single day. 1% better. 1% seems like such a negligible amount of progress, but over the course of 365 days, you're a lot better. You're like a whole lot better. And so if you're thinking about long-term goals, short-term goals, maybe there's a different way to think about it, but I want to be successful in every area of my life by the time, like, I mean, I guess I want to be better in every area of my life every day of my life. You know what I mean? So how am I developing maturity for a healthy marriage? And then how am I developing a physically healthy body? And how am I developing a healthy spirit? And how am I developing a healthy mind? What am I eating? What am I consuming? What am I thinking? What am I meditating on? What am I writing? What are my actions? Am I making decisions? Am I ignoring the things that I need to do? Like, those are the kinds of things that I want to talk about, not check these things off this list or you're going to fail. So, yeah, anyway. I think 75 hard is more detrimental than it is helpful. But kudos to anyone who has done it. And I think anyone who has done it has probably already achieved some measure of success in those areas of life. And this is just like, you know, the icing on the cake. Like, they already work out once a day. Easy. They already don't drink alcohol. Easy. They already read books. Easy. So they don't really need to add all these other things. And look, I've done it. It's not that hard. It's just a matter of, like, doing it every single day. And if you mess up one day, you have to start from scratch. I don't know how amazing that feels when you do fail. And I have seen people start eating and drinking everything that they couldn't for the last 60 days, and then they kind of regain everything that they lost. Like, they regain all of the bad habits, maybe even more so than they had before, because they had to withhold from it. Like, they were required to not indulge. But I don't think the goal is to indulge or not indulge, but, like, can you at least just have one piece? Can you have one piece and let it go? Or can you not have alcohol for maybe 2 or 3 weeks and then have it maybe once at a very important event with the people that you love? Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna try 75 hard again. I think I'm just gonna be healthy by drinking water and reading books and eating healthy food and treating myself once every 3 weeks with a Cinnabon or something, or a baked good, because I love baking. But I can't eat everything that I bake, so I can't bake every single week. I have to bake once a month or maybe twice a month. But, like, not foregoing the joys of life for, like, these intermediate goals. I think you can do both. You can enjoy life with the people that you love and also achieve your goals. Okay, yeah, those are my thoughts about 75 hard that no one asked for, but I just felt like thinking out loud about, because I've attempted to do 75 hard and I don't think it's for me. Yeah, okay, until next time.